Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Power Season 6, Episode 13, you guys. So, I will say that I was pleased with this episode, okay? Not quite how I wished it would have ended, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm so fucking tired of Power. I'm ready for this shit to be over, okay? I'm tired of having to be a fucking all-American ninja to make sure that I dodge spoilers and not know what why is this show the only fucking show that spoilers seem to leak weeks before the show airs? It is so annoying. I'm very aware there's spoilers out there. Please, you guys, do not spoil it. That is something that burns my fucking bridges, you know? So I'm just really tired of it. I'm ready for it to be done. But yes, this definitely, Courtney, you did pretty good on this one, girl. I checked and see, you didn't write this one, no, but you did do well. Okay, I'm sure as the executive producer, you was overseeing and making sure that the shit made sense. And even though it's kind of tidy, bitch, we gonna take it. So y'all, anyway, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So the show actually opens with Tommy trying to figure out what he's gonna do with Benny's body. He done dragged him to his house and got him wrapped up on a stretcher or some shit. Cause you know, he just has that around the house. But anyway, he calls BG because he needs help. But BG is nowhere to be found, and we know that's because he is pushing up daisies as we speak. Tommy got to do what he got to do. So next we see him at the auto yard. This is where they dispose of bodies. You know, he got a special person to contact. You know, the man was like, what you want me to do with it? You know, do what you do with the rest of the bodies and smash that motherfucker up in the trunk somewhere. Okay, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Afterwards, he gets in the car with his mom. You know, the mom is fussing at him about something. But, you know, Tommy is kind of out to lunch somewhere. He tells his mom that Keisha's dead, and she's like, oh no, baby. Immediately, you know, she's sympathetic to her boy. You come on home with me, you know, mama's gonna cook you something nice. So he goes home with her, and he's still kind of in la la land. All right, what's the matter, Tommy? He says, mama, I'm a dead man. Okay, you sure the fuck are. At least I thought you were. You killed Benny. Yeah, I'm not really sure that I believe that the mafia would let him get away with it. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. He says that New York is not safe for him. He's got to get out of town. And he's thinking about moving to Los Angeles. She was like, L.A.? I mean, what do you know out in L.A.? Well, he's got a connection out there. Maybe he can move his whole operation out that way. She says, you can't move to L.A. Then what am I going to do about my coke? Spoken like a true crackhead. Okay, just work out whatever you need to do and then, you know, go on from there. Now, while they sitting there talking, they see on the news, like we've seen for this is the third time, that James St. Patrick is running for lieutenant governor. Of course, he's pissed off when he sees that, like everybody else. How dare he? But, you know, his mama was like, Ghost is your brother. He's always been there for you. You know, you can't go against Ghost. He was like, Mom, Ghost murdered Lakeisha. He was like, Mom, Ghost is taking everything from me. He sent Benny after me. He killed Lakeisha. He blew up my whole operation. Ghost is not for me. That's not the Jamie that she knows. Well, fuck who you know. It's who I know. You know what? Tommy gonna go and take care of Ghost. And speaking of Benny, you guys, back at the house, little Lisa Marie, she is worried. She's got her auntie there. I thought that was Benny's woman. Turns out it's his sister. And, you know, she's like, Auntie, did Benny come home last night? No, Benny didn't come home, but that's nothing to worry about. And Lisa Ray knows better because she knows that you're supposed to touch base to show signs of living every hour. And if you ain't talked to him since last night, that he's probably as good as dead. Very smart for her years. The aunt tells her not to worry. Okay, Benny is quite resourceful, but you can tell that the aunt is a little bit worried, just trying not to worry the baby. Now, after she finishes talking to Lisa Ray, then who should pull up the Vincent and his boys. And Auntie ain't got time for this shit. Okay, where the fuck is my brother? Vincent said he don't know, but he heard on the streets that he was missing. And she was just like, you must think I'm stupid. I know you guys was beefing just last week. He told me that you guys were. And Vincent was like, you right about that, but I don't know where he is. And to help ease your mind, I'm going to put some men on your house to make sure that you are protected. If I thought that you killed my brother, I don't want your men protecting me. I'm thinking to myself, like, it got to be more mafioso people around that could protect her. So I'm just like looking like, that would be all right. She was just like, oh, you a little worried that Uncle Carlo is gonna find out about all of this, okay? And then that's gonna be your ass. Yeah, it looked like Vincent might be a little worried about that. So let my people protect you. Okay, so after she finishes talking to Vincent, she goes into Lisa Ray's room and she overhears her listening to a recording of Tommy, you know, the recording that we know about Lobos and all of that, okay? The recording that's supposed to be gone. So when Auntie come in there, she said, well, where did you get that from? She says, oh, my dad gave that to me, you know, and said that it was for insurance. But Lisa Ray is really on to all of this. She said, you lied to me about Benny. And Auntie says, well, what is it that you need to know? Okay, womano to womano. She gonna answer all her questions. So she tells her that she recognized that the voice in the recording, you know, also she has a little chip on her necklace, is Tommy. And that her dad was afraid of Tommy. So she feels like, you know, the dad probably got killed by Tommy to keep him from coming out. So the sister was like, do you think that Ghost was involved? Like James St. Patrick was involved? And the little girl said no, because my dad really trusted him. Okay, then it must have been Tommy. So now Auntie was just like, oh, okay, well, you know, we gonna handle this, you know, in the family. Ain't no sense in getting the police involved and shit that the family can take care of. So Auntie and Lisa Marie, what was I calling her? Lisa Ray? Lisa Marie, you guys. I'm getting Marley Ray, Lisa, all these child names, you guys. Anyway, they go and meet with Tariq. And Tariq has this innocent high schooler act on. They let him hear the recording. And they want to know who is Tommy. He don't know who the fuck Tommy is. But can he take the recording and maybe his mom can listen to it to see if she recognizes the voice? Lisa Marie was like, sure. And that's her friend. And the auntie was like, not so fucking fast, nigga. You might trick the baby, but you ain't tricking me. So you don't know who this Tommy person is. I think you guys did this together. You set Proctor up. So since you so clueless, you don't need to take this recording. This recording stays with me. So then we see Tariq, he calls Tommy and they meet up. And he's like, Uncle Tommy, I'm so glad that you came. I heard a recording when they were talking about you and my dad killing Lobos. And Tommy was like, fuck. Okay, Ghost told me that Proctor got rid of that recording. Tariq don't know nothing about what promises Ghost might have made, but what he do know is where these people live. Okay, so if you want to go and take care of them, you can do that. I said, you gonna give up poor little Lisa Marie too? Oh, you ain't shit, Tariq. In the meantime, Auntie and Lisa Marie are still trying to figure out where Uncle Benny is. Okay, now the auntie, she gonna go out and take care of some business. She gonna leave the baby there with the bodyguards. Again, I'm worried about this, but I mean, if you all right, I guess we all right with it too. Now we see Tommy. He's at the press event. We had already seen this on the final episode before we got to these final episodes where Ghost is, you know, accepting that he's running for lieutenant governor and all of that. Remember, Tommy was there. He was sneering from the sidelines. Okay. Well, security actually saw him there. So right when they were about to approach him, he hurries up and turns, you know, goes out and he runs outside and then he bumps into Extremely Annoying. And here she comes talking, you know, with her stupid New York accent that it doesn't sound convincing to me, even though you guys say it's a whole bunch of people that sound like her. She's giving him Keisha's belongings, all right, because this is something that couldn't wait. We had to actually go find him on the street to give him. This is all that's left of Keisha, just a bag of, you know, some bullshit. Take that with you. I'm sure you feeling pretty bad about your girl. She still want him to snitch. He was like, you must not know who you talking about. She was like, you go on and say something. We ain't even gonna, you know, try to pin you to the wall for Poncho. He was like, I don't know who Poncho is. What a stupid name. I said, Extremely Annoying, quit wasting your time with Tommy. Tommy would rather die before he would snitch. I guess you don't know that about him, but we do. Anyway, when Tommy gets in the car, you know, and he's looking at his bag of Keisha, and he sees that damn earring. That earring from the first season when Holly tried to steal the earring that was Tasha's. Remember? I was like, okay, Courtney, I like the way y'all tied that in. He looked and he said, I'll be motherfucking damned. I know this ain't that damn Tasha's earring. Got to go and take care of this right now. So he goes to Tasha's house. Hey, Tasha, so tell me, why was your earring at my house? And Brother Man got the gun out. Okay, I said, oh, oh, this is not how it's gonna end for Miss Tasha, is it? Tasha, of course, she's eyes all big, like, wait a minute. Keisha was gonna turn. You know, I didn't want to do it. I promise I didn't want to do it, but she was gonna turn. He was like, bullshit, Keisha would have never left. She was like, she had packed up her shit. She was gonna get the little boy and they was gonna get on the fucking road. Okay, you didn't see that stuff there? He said we had just moved in. It would be luggage all over the place, even though it wasn't luggage all over the place. It was just them little, the whole fucking house was empty. So you would have noticed if this luggage was all over the place. But I see what he's saying. He was like, you lied to my face and tried to make me think that Ghost did it. She was like, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, but she panicked and pulled a gun and, you know, they got into this whole little struggle and she shot him. But she was like, I didn't mean to, you know, it was an accident. All right, Tommy's still looking at her like, you done killed the love of my life. All right, the second love. Now you got to die for it. So she's just like, okay, well, please promise that you'll take care of whatever the daughter's name is, who comes up conveniently every now and then. And Tariq, okay, please make sure you take care of him. Okay, I'm sorry, Tommy. And she turns around and Tommy is just there. I was like, Tommy can't kill her no more than he can kill Ghost. They are family, even if the motherfucker's going around killing people that we love. So he doesn't kill her. Instead, he just walks out. I said, ooh, Tasha, girl, you done got away with that one, sis. And I think that's only because she had the paperwork there that Keisha had signed. And he actually did recognize her signature. So even though he didn't want to believe it about Keisha, he can't ignore that fact. So then after we see him leave there, then this is the scene where we saw him meeting up with Ghost and how Ghost was like, Tommy, you got to let me go. Like spurned lovers out there. I was just like, oh God, you know, but whatever. That's when the shootout happens. And they was trying to figure out who it was that shot at him, right? Okay, now we get to actually see it from Tommy's perspective. Tommy actually thought that it was the mafia that was shooting at him. So he runs into the warehouse where the shooting is coming from. That is where we see Cedric the Entertainer, who I didn't know then, and I wouldn't have known now had I not already heard from you guys that was Cedric the Entertainer. He's dead on the ground, you know, and that's when Tommy was like, oh, you not fucking Italian, you know. That was that one final shot that we heard, and then Ghost was like, Tommy! Well, Tommy wasn't shot, which we had figured that he wasn't. We still don't know what Ghost did after that happened, but at least we know from Tommy's perspective that it's these black guys that I guess we're going to find out more about next week that was shooting at him. Probably hooked up with that Lawrence Tate character. But anyway, there's more gunfight, but Tommy jumps into a BMW and he leaves. All right. When he leaves there, he goes to Uncle Benny's house or Auntie Benny, whatever. He goes over there and he's looking like he wants to break into the house, but Vincent's men are out there, remember? So long story short, he's able to overtake them. You know, he shoots them both. They dead. And he goes in the house and he's looking around and there is Lisa Marie. Oh, hey, little girl. Okay, I don't want nothing. You know, I'm just looking for the recording that your daddy had. And the little girl was like, it's on that laptop. It's on this little laptop, this pink and, blue glitter laptop, your laptop. It's on that laptop. You know what? Fuck it. I ain't got time to be trying to figure this out. You come with me. Get the laptop. You coming with me. Okay. So now Tommy is kidnapping little girls. So when they get in the car, she's trying to give him a little mute act. He ain't buying it. He was like, you had a whole lot to say when you talked to Tariq. She was like, oh, you know Tariq? I said, yes, girl. This is your first lesson in no good motherfuckers. Child, they turn their back on you every kind of time. So learn from this. Tariq is not your friend. He was like, how do you think I found you? She said, well, the recording, my auntie made a copy for my Uncle Carlo. So Tommy rushes home. He's got this little girl now. He calls his mom to come over. Okay. She's all like, what's the rush? He says, I need you to watch her. Just don't say nothing. You just make sure you take care of her. And she was just like, where did she come from? Like, you done kidnapped babies now? What's happening here? Tommy says, just watch her while I'm go do something. Okay. Now back at Auntie house, Everybody is frantic that Lisa Marie is gone. So when Vincent comes, she was just like, yo, you motherfucking, you guys stole my baby and she, she gone. And he was like, relax. Your house was hit. Both of my men are dead outside. Oh, this really your ass, Vincent. Okay, here come Uncle Carlo. And Uncle Carlo is just tired of this shit. Tommy calls the family and says, look, I got your baby. You give me them recordings back, I'll give you the little girl back. All right, they says, first we got to make sure that she's alive. Okay, no, you don't. You just going to have to go by my word. Y'all get that shit together. I'm going to meet you tonight. I'm going to text you the meeting place. So when they get off the phone, that's when she tells them that it was Tommy Egan. You mean Teresa's kid. All right, Uncle Carlo's sick of this shit. You know what? This is all on you. I know good and damn well y'all better get my baby back. So this is when we see Tommy rush back home and he was about to, I guess, take the little girl somewhere, but then Paz comes over. Okay, and that's when she's all eyes frantic and crazy and saying how she wants him to kill Ghost. And remember, he was just like, you gotta go. Somebody had pointed out last week that he looked like he was hiding something when she went over there. I didn't even realize that last week, but you can see very much this week that that's what he was doing. He was hiding the fact that the little girl and his mama was in the other room. He puts her out. When she leaves, Tommy mom was like, well, damn, everybody's trying to kill Ghost, huh? And he was just like, whatever, mama, little girl, get your shit together. I'm about to take you to your Uncle Carlo. So they get back in the car, and Lisa Marie, she's very matter of fact. I mean, I guess this is a child that's been through a lot of trauma. She is in the car with him, and she's inquisitive. She finds the ring that he was going to give to Keisha. Oh, who is this for? That was for Keisha. Who's Keisha? Okay, somebody that you was in love with. Then they get to commiserating on their sordid lives and how both of them pretty much have lost everybody that they love. Okay, this was a little bonding moment for Tommy and little Lisa Marie. Then she just flat out says she wants to know the truth. Okay, did you kill my daddy? And he was like, why do you want to know that? Closure? Okay, healing. Don't even believe that bullshit. You're going to be in pain for a long time, basically. Well, she just wants to know. And he says, look, a lot of people wanted to kill your father. I wasn't the only one. Okay, your dad had a whole lot of shit with him. So he doesn't tell her that he killed her, but he doesn't tell her that he didn't either. But she's bummed that she's all alone in this world. And damn it, so is Tommy. I guess them two are kind of like kindred souls. So while he's in the car with her, that's when he gets a call from 2-Bit telling him how Andre is in the jail and he's the one that blew up the spot. And, Tommy was like, I can't trust none of you motherfuckers. All right, see you in 20. Okay, he ain't really got too much time for 2-Bit. But he's definitely going to go and kill Andre. So now he knows that Ghost was not the one who told about his operation. Now he knows that Keisha wasn't killed by Ghost, but instead Tasha. All of the things that he was told is not true about Ghost. So he's starting to have a little bit of a change of heart. He takes the kid home. Nobody is there. Nobody. He drops her off right in the front. He says, let your auntie know that I let you go. This is going to be like we square, the mafia. I trade the little girl's life for you. I was just like, I don't know if it would be that simple considering you killed somebody that was high up in the family. But I mean, I guess. He's about to go and try to help Ghost out because now he's realizing that all the things that he thought was not true. So he meets with Tariq, and Tariq is all fancy, and Tommy's like, what you all done up for? He said, oh, I was at my dad. My dad was having something at Truth. And Tommy tries to tell him, like, look, all the shit that I thought about your dad was wrong, okay? He didn't kill Keisha. He didn't blow up my spot. He didn't do this, that, and the other, okay? I've been sitting here wanting to kill him, and he's not even the person responsible for the shit that's been happening to me. All the shit that he's been telling me, I haven't believed, but it was true. So now he's like, we got to help your dad because somebody is going to kill him. Tariq was just like, I'm not helping Ghost. Okay, you got the wrong motherfucker. You think I'm about to help you do some shit like that? I knew you couldn't do it. Tommy was just like, wait a minute, this is your father. Like, he's innocent. All the stuff that we thought. And Tariq was like, no, Ghost did a whole bunch of shit to a whole bunch of people. So, no, Tommy wants him to help him set a trap for Dre. Tariq says, no. But we got to do this, Tariq, so we can all be a family again. I said, you are really naive enough to think that? Ghost had already told you to let him go. But, Tommy's still always in the never-ending quest to be a family. Tariq was like, you got to do that shit on your own because I ain't fucking helping Ghost. So Tariq is out of that picture. So while Tommy is on his way to help Ghost, he's ambushed by Vincent. We all saw the shootout. He pretty much gets out of it, kills everybody except for Vincent. Vincent is wounded, though. And then the very big mistake that they all make on this show, instead of just killing Tommy, Vincent got the beat on Tommy. He comes up to him, and then he got to talk to him. You didn't think that you would be, had the gun on him, can barely stand up. Tommy overtook him so quickly and definitely killed him. Didn't just shoot him, no, beat the fuck out of him with the gun. I was just like, ooh, his face was all, I was like, ooh, that's enough, just shoot the man. And then, of course, he did shoot him. So then he goes on over to Truth, and that's when we see Andre, there. Remember, Tommy was standing outside, and he saw Andre, and Andre was a little disheveled about that. But when he goes in there, he finds Ghost on the floor. And I said, oh, okay, well, for sure he was shot. He definitely was that, okay? And he's all bleeding out, blood on his lips. And Tommy is just like, oh, no, Ghost, don't leave me, basically. And Ghost was like, this is it, Tommy. All right, don't worry about it, And when Tommy looked like he's about to go after the person, Ghost says, I thought he said, let her leave. Not quite clear if he said, let her leave or let him leave. Whatever it was, Tommy, I guess, was thinking that it was Andre. That's what they're making us think, that Tommy was thinking that it was Andre. But I swear I feel like Ghost said, let her leave. Okay. And so that would leave either Tasha or Ramona, right? But that's only if he said her. Now, if he said him or let them or whatever, then that could be anybody. But, my girlfriend Melanie was like, I had a little thug tear for when Ghost died. Did you guys have a tear when Ghost died? First of all, I still don't even believe that Ghost is dead. Okay. Because we didn't see, even though, he kind of was like out of it, I was just like, we didn't see all of the police get there and the paramedics and all of that. Tommy was there with them like, no, don't go, Ghost, don't go. But I was like, maybe Tommy gave him some mouth to mouth. Okay? Maybe he got them together and got them the hell up out of there before the ambulance came. All right? Something just tells me that this man is still not dead. I just don't see it yet. Not only that, but the next morning, he's at his mom's house, and he's not as upset about Ghost as I feel that he could be. We've seen him fall apart with Teresi. We've seen him fall apart with Holly. Ghost, who for all intents and purposes is way more of his homeboy, his family, his blood than any of those people were. And he's just sort of like matter of fact, like, well, Ghost is gone and he's about to go. And, he's got to have this very unpleasant conversation with his mama because she ain't shit, never was shit, never gonna be shit. Ghost was, more of her son than Tommy, and Ghost was there for her and he wasn't. And, just crackhead talk. I was just like, oh, fuck you, mama. He was like, I'm your son and you the one sitting up here worried to death about some damn ghost. Well, Jamie left her some money, so that's why she don't even need Tommy no more. She can handle her crack and cocaine addiction on her own. But how far she think that money is gonna last her? But she was just like, you can go on to California. I don't need you no more, basically. I said, oh. And she says Ghost left him something too, so she gives him the envelope. I don't know. Did we find out what was in the envelope? Did we? Anyways, you guys, he's preparing to leave. He's going to the West Coast. And he gets a call, this time again from 2-Bit. And 2-Bit was like, look, I got some news for you. Okay? Spank is a snitch. He out there in them streets. So you need to take care of him. But we did take care of Andre for you while he was in jail. So you ain't got to worry about that, and Tommy, because he's got this whole new lease on life and, all of this. He thanks 2-Bit, keep your head up in there, and I'll see you when you get out kind of thing. But now he got to go take care of 2-Bit. And it was quite, not 2-Bit, Spank. And it was quite touching in a funny way that when he pulls up on Spank, who's outside, it reminded me of ATL, the scene when Big Boy pulls up on little Evan Ross out there trying to deal drugs. But anyway, he was like, hey, Spank, hey, Tommy. All right, his big ass glasses and all that, talking to Tommy. And Tommy was like, so you out, huh? Okay, yeah, I'm out. You know, he's telling them how he's about to go. He's about to make a move and he's about to go somewhere. And Spank was like, "You gonna have to tell me where you going?" I said, "Nigga, the first time you saw Tommy, you should have been running. Did you really think you was gonna escape this?" He was just like, "Yeah, if I tell you though, I'm gonna have to kill you." He was like, "Oh, you know, you can tell me." He was like, "I'm going to California." And then he just shoots him right in his eye. He was like, I was like, "Ooh, Courtney, you know you petty for that." Okay, that shit splattered all on the wall. So now we done got rid of the last little the tattletale. He runs over to Uncle Benny's house, and again, Lisa Marie is just there by herself. Child. Anyway, she goes on ahead and gives them all of the recordings that they had. And she says, "I know that you killed my dad." And then this reminded me of a scene from Kill Bill, when the bride is talking to Vivica Fox's daughter. Okay, what was her name? I can't remember who Vivica Fox's character was, but when she's talking to the daughter, and the daughter and she tells her, "If you want to come and find me in 20 years, then I'll deal with it then." Okay, well, it's the same thing. Tommy was like, if you get older and you want to come, see about your daddy's death, okay, I'll understand. All right, he done made plenty of enemies. He know how this shit goes. Like I said, he's got all the recordings, so all's well as ends well for Tommy. Okay, nice and neat. He gets in his car. Oh, he's got his Mustang back. It's all restored. It's beautiful. He gets in it. Okay, puts on regulators. He's driving down the street, y'all. I just knew he was about to be ambushed and killed. I was like, why y'all keep showing this street like this? You making me nervous. But you guys, he makes it. And yes, he's on his way to the West Coast. What'd you guys think about the episode? It was cool. But like I said, I'm done. I'm ready for this shit to be done. All right, you guys, let me go. I'm late. Gotta get back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.